Hey guys, we're in Old Spitalfields Market and we're going to spend £100 here showing you the best food in this London street food market. Let's go. Alright guys, we're super excited to be here at Old Spitalfields Market. You know, they say this market could trace itself back to the 13th century. It's been in London for centuries and it's been an integral part of the culture and society here. There is such a hustle and bustle around here wherever you go. And the East End of London has always been a melting pot of different cultures, an amalgamation of different people, different foods, and all the great things they have to offer. Spitalfields has very much embodied that for decades. So it's a great place to start our new series and we're going to show you all the great food spots here. Alright guys, we've come to ChiChi and the pasta family to try some incredible fresh pasta. This place is renowned in Old Spitalfields Market for its freshly made pasta. They make it from scratch in a pasta machine, boil it in front of you and cook it up in a pan. Not too many options on the menu. They've got a decent range. It means they can hone in on their craft. They hail from Milan in northern Italy and they've been here for around 7 years. The first thing we're going to try is the spinach and ravioli ricotta. Look at this, this just looks absolutely incredible. Right at the end they tops it off with Parmesan cheese and loads of black pepper. This is a very, very generous portion too. Let's go. Oh my word. That is comfort in your mouth. They made each ravioli parcel green, which is just such a brilliant touch. And in there is that ricotta and spinach. This is absolutely delicious. The next thing we are going to try, mushroom and cream pappardelle. Now this is basically a different type of pasta in that it's basically flat and long. I mean, this looks unbelievable. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh wow. Guys, we've been to Italy, we've been all over Rome, Milan, Venice, many places in Italy, but I genuinely think this might be one of the best pastas I've had. So comforting, so rich, very decadent and creamy, unbelievably good. Guys, ChiChi and the pasta family, a must visit when you come in. We are about 20 quid down. We've got 80 quid left to spend in Spitalfields Market. Let's go to the next place. Alright guys, next stop is Italia. Bloody hell, I'm excited about this place. This place is a piece of art, by the way. Look at their old school vehicle behind us, which somehow they've managed to get a pizza fire oven inside. I'm not entirely sure how they've managed to do that, what level of engineering was required, but they've smashed it and it literally feels like a bit of art behind us. And I'm super excited about Italia. Why? Because they bring the streets of Napoli here to London. And we're going to be trying something a little bit different here. Something signature about this place is the pizza Portofoglia. That's a whole different concept originating from the streets of Naples, and it's basically a pizza that's folded up like this. Normal pizza made, normal sort of Neapolitan pizza, but it's folded up like this and it's served in this way. This is super, super cool, and apparently the history of this thing can be dated all the way back to the 18th century, believe it or not, back into that restaurant that we visited in Naples, believed to be the first place to have invented pizza. So the difference about this thing is it was originally created for the peasants. This was peasant food using scrap leftover meat. Smaller pizzas were formed and they were folded up and sold on the cheap across the streets of Naples. But now in Neapolitan culture they embrace this, and this has become a very, very popular street food snack. So enough chit chat. I think this is probably one of the only places in London, definitely in Spitalfields Market, that does pizza Portofoglia. And by the way, Portofoglia, the word means wallet or parcel, and that's basically what this is. It's almost parceled up. Anyway, enough chit chat. They make it fresh, everything from scratch. It is unbelievable. I'm gonna take a bite. It's hot. Oh my word. This is unbelievable. I mean, it tastes exactly as you'd expect a pizza that's folded up. But it's very, very cool trying it like this. Sud Italia, bringing us a taste of Napoli on the streets here of Spitalfields Market. I know we've been going hard with the Italian food so far. I promise there's more to come. But we're not finished yet, by the way. It gets even better because we're going to try another super, super different and special pizza next. But that's it for the pizza Portofoglia. Right guys, you know we love a little bit of creativity and innovation at Cuisine TV, so we're going to be trying something completely different now. This is a pumpkin pizza. The base, there's no tomato sauce, it's literally pumpkin sauce, and then it's topped off with basil, a little bit of blue cheese, then they've got mozzarella cheese, and they've got Parmigiano Reggiano as well. So they got basically 4 different types of cheese on this, on the pumpkin base. The owner tells me that they initially brought this out on Halloween as a bit of a gimmick, but then it did so well with the clientele that they thought, you know what, let's make this a permanent feature on the menu. Never had a pumpkin pizza like this in my life. Very, very excited. Let's go. Here it is, pumpkin pizza. Oh my god. That is genuinely unbelievable. The pumpkin base makes it a little bit sweet. You'll obviously be used to a little bit of the acidity that tomato sauce brings to the pizza. Obviously this doesn't have that, it's more sweet, which is very different but welcome. Works wonderful on the fresh bread. And then the blue cheese that they put on that is so strong, it kind of cuts through the sweetness a little bit. Then you get that Parmesan silkiness almost. It is unbelievable. Honestly, the difference of having a fresh pizza made right in front of you versus, you know, the ones that you get from elsewhere is night and day. Sud Italia, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. Where to next? Alright guys, up next, it's time for some hash hut. Now these guys are all over the place. You can actually find them in quite a few of the markets we're going to be checking out this summer. But we thought, let's try them in Old Spitalfields Market. The first thing we're going for is basically mac and cheese hash hut. This is basically, for anyone who loves a good old hash brown, this is your safe haven. Big bits of potato, deep fried, and then served with more carbs in this case, because we've got mac and cheese on there as well. And I think he grated almost a kilo of Parmesan cheese as well. So this is going to be creamy and super, super rich. You can tell from the get-go. There's also crispy onions on there as well. So let's try and get as much as we can in one bite. Actually, let's get the mac and cheese going first. Oh my god. Wow. Hash brown time. That is genuinely just comfort. That is a carb overdose with a bit of cheese overdose. Flavors aren't wild, quite mild, but very, very rich and comforting. Honestly, that is delicious. Now, right guys, they've got so many different varieties here. Loads of different styles, garlic, spicy, this, that. We decided to go for something a little bit different. They've got a truffle version as well, but we decided to get the spicy sriracha variant because it looks pretty good. This is a little bit simpler to a degree in the sense that there's no pasta or anything, it's just a hash brown, but more complex in terms of flavors because we got coriander, we got chili, and we got sriracha sauce and sriracha mayo. Here we go. Oh yeah. That immediately more flavoursome, spice running through every bite, very, very tasty, but again equally as comfy. Hash up, you guys are comfort on a plate. Where to next? Alright guys, our next stop is Kapina, which is a Sri Lankan joint. Nice and small, tucked away in the middle of the market, but the food here is absolutely exceptional and a true taste of Sri Lankan cuisine. This is quite a unique cooking style here in the market. Aromas are brilliant, the smoke is coming out. You get a little bit of that char grilled cough that comes with it, but it looks incredible. Taste test, main man is to make sure that it's ready. This is the Sri Lankan Koturoti. The first thing we're going to go for is something called the Koturoti, and it's basically bits of roti slash paratha, a bit of egg, and you can choose the meat. We got lamb in this case, and they basically just absolutely muller it, mash it up on the heat until it's almost cooked but kind of char grilled. There's a little bit of a smokiness that comes from that way of cooking as well. I think you can hear some of the work being done behind me. The guy's going ham on the grill. And then they top it off with a little bit of mango chutney, some red chili sauce, and almost like a garlicky mayonnaise, and some spring onions. Interestingly, they put some soy sauce in here as well, which I didn't really know was a feature of Sri Lankan cuisine, but it is. Let's go. Wow. That is really weird to have. Weird in the sense that it looks like a noodle. You feel like when you put it in your mouth, it's going to taste like noodles, but the texture is nothing like noodles. It's more like bread. It's like noodle-shaped bread. You get a little bit of that curry meat that comes through. Let's try some of that pineapple pickle. South Indian and Sri Lankan cuisine is renowned for mixing nice fruity flavors in with their spicy dishes. Coconut milk in there, love coconut milk. Pineapple in there, love that. Good chili in there, spring onions in there. What's not to like? This is incredible. Might look a bit strange, but tastes fantastic. The next item is their chicken devoured. This is such a staple in Sri Lankan cuisine. It's one of their national dishes, and it's basically extremely blow your head off hot chicken curry with a whole lot of chili powder on it. I think here they've said that it's not like blow your head spicy because they're obviously catering to an audience that probably can't handle that heat. But I've had deviled chicken in its original form, and it's been ultra spicy. But I'm sure this is going to be delicious nonetheless. Here we go, and there's almost like a special fried rice on the side. They've got some salad, and they've got a little bit of sauce here too. Oh yeah. Wow. Cheeky little pappardelle there as well. Whoops. Sri Lankan food is just so vibrant, so colourful, so exotic. It is distinct from other South Asian food, I'd say, because of the colours and the spice content. It's also got random bits of soy sauce here and there as well. So it feels like you get a little bit of a taste from the east too. Very, very good. Guys, our last stop in Spitalfields Market is a place called Podina Bros. Look at this. This is basically an Italian flatbread shoved with various different things. Almost like an Italian sandwich. I'd call it an Italian taco because the bread itself is almost like a soft shell taco. It's super cool. They put it on the fire and they shove it with loads of different things. We've tried this ourselves in Italy a few years back, and it was wonderful. I gotta say, the Italians are pretty much running Old Spitalfields Market right now. Their food is everywhere and they do it to such an exceptional degree. We're gonna start first with the vegetarian, and they've actually got an option of getting a spicy piadina bread, which is slightly more orange / red in color, and then the standard piadina. This right here is the spicy vegetable piadina. Oh my god, that is super hot. I think I've burnt my fingers, but let's try it regardless. Oh my god, genuinely unbelievably delicious. Melted cheese in there, pesto comes through strong right from the get-go, and the bread, I mean, although they call it spicy, it really isn't that spicy. Got a nice chili note to it, which I welcome, but isn't blowing my head off like that deviled chicken. Very, very good. And then this one is literally called the Zay cheese. It's stuffed with cheese and a little bit of salad. Let's go. That has got gorgonzola in it, blue cheese. So you get an immediate whiff of that strong, pungent cheese flavour, which I know not everyone loves, but I absolutely adore. Very, very good. Podina Bros, epic. Guys, that brings us to the end of our food crawl of Old Spitalfields Market. We have exceeded our budget by about £3, £100. This is how you spend £100 in Old Spitalfields Market. We'll see you next time, where we'll be going to another epic food market in London.